3 flats in Birmingham city centre, 2 of which were our pension, 1 bedroom, small buy-to-let flats and our main home. We've been trying to move since 2018, but because of the water ingress defects with the original development in our main home, our service charge went from £5,000 to £10,000 a year. 3-year hiatus, we needed to move on. We were hoping to move, and we decided that in order to do so, because we couldn't sell our main home, that we would actually take a mortgage to be able to move. We moved in 2021 in November, and it was actually a few months later that we discovered that the government had announced retrospectively that whatever you owned on the 14th of February 2022, if you owned 3 or more properties, it would push you over the threshold into non-qualifying status. Now, we didn't know why we'd been deemed non-qualifying, and the government has explained to us that it's because 3 or more properties has been deemed to be a commercial entity. We were basically looking at 2 small flats for our retirement, and our main home pushed us over the threshold. We pay income tax on all those properties in terms of the rent that we acquire, most of which is just basically going straight back out to cover the service charges. We're not a corporation, we don't pay the lower corporation tax, we're private individuals, never intended to be a commercial entity, so it's not fair for the government to say that that's what we have become. What that means is there is no cap on our financial liability in terms of any non-cladding costs. So even if the Building Safety Act and the developers cover the remediation for fire safety, there's a lot of costs that are being pushed out by developers as not in scope, which are being passed on to leaseholders. The problem that we've also got is that we are non-qualifying in perpetuity on all of those flats. So if we were to try and sell those flats, that status of non-qualifying passes on to a new owner, regardless of how many properties they own. We're facing a very, very bleak future. The stress and anxiety that I feel on a day-to-day basis is indescribable. The worry that we are facing in terms of what we're going to have to pay in future, we still don't know. It's causing sleepless nights. I thought the job of government was to protect its citizens and to treat all citizens fairly, and I don't understand why, if all leaseholders are innocent, that the government has decided to lay a punishment on top of us for something we haven't done wrong. What we need is for the government to treat us the same in terms of the way HMRC counts our ownership of properties. We don't own 3+ each, we own them jointly. So if the government could have some parity in line with HMRC, that would actually push us under the threshold. But actually we shouldn't have the 3+ property threshold anyway if all leaseholders are innocent. Are they innocent or are they not innocent? And also remove the in perpetuity status, because without that being removed, I don't know what our financial future looks like. So will the government bring forward the amendments on the Building Safety Act now, before there's any more heartache and stress and worry for me and the thousands and millions of other people in this country that are facing the same nightmare as I am?